Hello, everybody. Welcome back to BBB Sharing. This is Joshua, and today I have Tytwan Williams with, what is it again?
Noble Fitness Training LLC.
Noble Fitness Training. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice day outside. If the weather can just make up its mind, I promise I'll be okay.
Very true.
But
snow.
no, give us a little insight on what it is you do and who you are.
Well, as you said, my name is Tytwan Williams. I'm the owner of Noble Fitness Training LLC, and I've been in business roughly about 9 years now. I'm also a military veteran, and what I do, I help clients get in shape, lose weight, whether on medication or things like that, help them to reduce it or albeit get off of it, and just help them with mindset, nutrition, just overall wellness.
Okay. What made you want to get into that?
It's kind of a funny story because I didn't start the traditional way that most people think. I actually used to weigh 300 pounds, and I wanted to lose weight myself, and I felt that I was starting to having anxieties. I started feeling things that I never felt before, and one morning, I just woke up and I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself, and I just, was tired. So I just started crying. It was hard for me because I wanted to lose the weight. I just didn't know how. But that day, I just prayed. I said, God, if you help me lose this weight, I promise you'll never see this man again. And that day, I stopped eating fast food. And from there, I just started, trying to read, go on the internet. I would ask, some guys in the gym like, hey man, not trying to be funny or anything, but how'd you get your arms like that? How you get your abs? Some guys will help me. Some guys will tell me, hey man, get out here, go get a donut or something. But, I wouldn't stop. And, thankfully about 18 months later, I was able to lose over 130 pounds. And from that transformation, I learned a lot about myself. And I just knew that I wanted to help other people because I never wanted anyone to feel the way that I felt at my lowest point. So that's kind of how I got into fitness. A lot of times most people are like, total athletes or they're just, gym rats by design. But for me, it just became from just an idea that I wanted to be better. And that's kind of how my journey started.
Nice. Yeah, I think there's something to be said when it comes to personal training. There's like a sense of optimism and like determination. Like when you walk into the room, they're ready to go, and it's like it builds yourself up as well. No, I used to be a fat kid. Like, yeah, it used to be bad. But I kind of had that realization too, where it was like I just kind of got to cut it because no one else is going to do it for me. Exactly. You can talk about it all the time, but the only person who's going to change is going to be you.
Exactly. And that's awesome. You look great, by the way. So,
I appreciate you too, man.
Thanks. I think it's just something that, you always hear that you can't make someone do it. They have to do it on their own terms, which is very true, but can you be a resource to that person? Ultimately, yes. And that's one of the good things about being in this field. And that's one of my passions is that a lot of times I get to meet clients at their lowest point, and before they leave me, I see them at sometimes their highest point, right? Mm-hmm. So that is something I can't pay for. And that's, how I'm rewarded through my job of what I do.
Okay. When you go into, or if someone would walk through your door asking for your assistance or what's going on, what are kind of the first steps that you kind of go through to determine the best course of action for them specifically? Because I know everybody's different.
Yes. Ultimately, I meet clients where they are. There's so many options these days to lose weight, but I start with the basics because no matter what you do, ultimately, you still gonna need nutrition and exercise. So pretty much, I just assess them. I ask them, what is it that they do and how to create a program that works with their everyday life, because ultimately, I can give you this program, but if it doesn't fit into your life, then you're kind of more so not going to be able to do it, right? So you're going to quit. My goal is to not just to teach you not to give you fish, but teach you how to fish. So I'm very much a big teacher because my goal is not to train you forever. My goal is to give you the tools so you can be able to continue to maintain your weight loss or, whatever your wellness goal is. forever. So that's kind of where I meet clients at, and just kind of go over, what they can do if they have any health issues pre-existing or any ailments. Then I just go through that and just kind of see what kind of program I can make that actually helps them in their everyday life.
Okay. My stepmom said one day, when people say, I'm on a diet or like I'm doing this, because you're already kind of setting yourself up for failure because you're preparing a temporary kind of lifestyle, and then once you're fixed, it's almost like you're going to go back to what you used to do. Like you're on a diet, you're going to be off the diet. So it's just changing, like, yeah, I'm just doing this as opposed to this is just the program that I'm in.
Yeah, and that's a big thing for a lot of people. It's just the mindset of it. I just think a lot of times people have this great idea of getting in shape, like we said earlier, but it's like, what is the action behind it? Mm-hmm. And when you think about it, it's a lifestyle change. It's called the journey because it's long. It's not called a trip. It's not, you don't go on a wellness trip. You go on the wellness journey. So it's long and enduring. But the cool part about it is that you have the time to pace yourself. So if you look at, hey, I normally eat fried chicken. Hey, I'm going to try the baked chicken this time. Or I'm going to try, just small things every day until you can get stronger. Because if you try to restrict yourself, you're going to crave that thing even more. And that's like a hard part for a lot of clients.
Okay. Do you find yourself working more with nutrition or with actual like training, like physical?
Honestly, they all go hand in hand. Obviously the nutrition is 80%, the exercise is 20%. So that's why you always hear you can't outwork a bad diet, which is very true. But you need both. And I think a lot of times for some clients, it's just, for me, I don't like to have clients do things too fast right away because they tend to not want to do them or give up. So it's kind of like a slow pace, right? Because I know if you've been eating bad all this time and I put you on a nutritional plan, then I know you're going to lose weight based on that plan, based versus what you were eating. And also with the exercise, I know that once you start to do that and your body starts to understand it and adapt to it, then we can start adding more. So it's just a progression at that point.
Okay. Yeah, I would think when it comes to, I would say maybe people coming in, how do you keep them from, going off, kind of going back into their old routine?
More so just not restricting them in a certain way, right? Because like you said, you want them to understand what they're putting in their body, what's in the food that they're putting in their body, and also too just looking at it from just a financial standpoint. A lot of times, you're going to spend a lot of money if you eat out a lot. And you're going to have other ailments. You're going to have to buy bigger clothes. You're going to have other things that go along with eating bad. So, just more so just putting them on a program where I know that they're not going to feel like, hey, I can only eat this, right? Just kind of giving them a variety of foods to pick from, and then seeing what they favor more so than what I feel like they should have, more so what I feel like what they would say they could adapt to longer and help them change.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. And when you are working with these clients, everyone like coming in, coming out, how long is it? Is it more of like a lifetime people kind of stay, or is it a specific time frame?
No. So every session with me is an hour in length. It's just, you come in, we'll do a slight warm up because you can't, stretch muscles cold. You might have been coming off the couch. You might have just been at work all day. So some give you like a little 10-minute walk that, you can relax your mind, get your thoughts together. Then from there, we'll start stretching. We'll stretch for about 5 minutes. And then from there, we'll get into the workout. The walk isn't a part of the hour. It's just something I need you to do. You're going to get an hour in entirety, right? Because you shouldn't have to pay me to walk. That's something that you can do on your own. So, from there, and it's just, most of the time your heaviest lift's going to be in the beginning because you have the most energy. And I just, go from there just to create a program that, I feel like is best for your lifestyle and your, capability until you get stronger.
Beautiful. No, I appreciate that. And how can people get in touch with you and schedule an appointment?
You definitely can go to my website, which is www.noblefitnesstraining.com. I'm also on Instagram at noblefitnesstraining.com, Noble Fitness Training on Instagram. And you can leave me a direct message also on Facebook at Noble Fitness Training, and you can do the same on there as well.
Okay, nice. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. If you guys are driving, drive safely. If you guys are just listening, hopefully you learned something. You can always follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys for coming. Bye.